Week 6. The Buccaneers won a...
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. There's Goff. Looking for Shepard deep. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
On 1st down, Brady. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2nd and 4. Brady. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
After the interception, here's Goff. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And he will fire Ridley. That's complete. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. That's caught left side to the tight end Pitts. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. From the 24, Goff. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were excellent a week ago in a victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now on 2nd and 13, Goff. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Coup for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joe Tryon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. It's a big play there for Atlanta. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And that throw amazingly well in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd and 9, Goff letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find.
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now we'll again see Calvin Ridley in the Falcon offense. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. From the 27, Goff. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Now Goff on 1st down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. second down. It's Hunt, and he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Let's go.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Only needing 2 yards on second down. This is Swift on the counter. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Brady. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back to the running game with Swift. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. And out of bounds right around the 20. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Brady. He is going to find Hill here. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
You'd hate to come all this way on a sustained drive like this and then have to settle for a field goal. So what a nice pickup on 3rd down. And now they're set up with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On 2nd and goal, Brady. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Swift. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Pitts here. 2nd down and 4. Goff now to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Now Goff. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's a second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
The throw over the middle taken in. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now a play fake. Brady. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
They'll run on 1st down. Finch, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluokun.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
it once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Brady. This goes out right to Doyle. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. To throw is Brady. He's got Jack Doyle. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Let's go, defense.
Goff on first down.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Goff.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Throwing on third. Goff.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Brady.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. That's complete left side to Shepard. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll kick things off with an AFC East clash in upstate New York. Buffalo hosting New England, and it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown reception. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over.
And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Brady. He finds his man complete. That's Hampton. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Ball 50.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
DC, we're good.
On 1st and 10, Goff.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
1st and 10.
On 1st down, Hunt.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Goff now looking to throw.
A quick pass here. He's got Shepard.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling.
A couple of first downs right in succession. And this is an offense that can really use a good drive. And they're off to a fast start here.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A carry here for Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Goff.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll run with Hunt. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Let's go! Let's go!
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hunt is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. That time a 9-play drive. And Kareem Hunt the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 15.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
They'll run the draw here with Swift.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Brady now on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just got their assignments down, they're getting sync with their runners, and off they went.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Goff now to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. On first down, it's Hunt.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is says, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Open man is Quintez Cephus.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
2nd and 5 now.
Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17.
Here's Goff. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive, and the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Hayne to return.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
From the 29, Brady taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Keep playing hard.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Swift.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
from the 38. Brady. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and we got fourth down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away and trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
On first down, it's gone. His throw incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Goff. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards.
They'll run on first down. Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll run again with Hunt.
And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This goes out right to Doyle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw is Brady. That's caught by Howard.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3.
2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It will be 58 yards from here. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brady now on 1st down.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
DeAndre Swift.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Jared Goff in the offense, down by 7, 1:55 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Goff. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff. That's caught by Pitts. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Pass complete to Shepard, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top and gives you a chance to go make a play.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Swift. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. $51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta regains possession of the football.
One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them...
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bucs, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.